champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
Let's get you to that wedding.
a curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsоncitytoyota.com.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus? What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's
2016 and again in 2018. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us honor the Tusculum University men's soccer senior class of 2019. Our first senior this evening is #1, Alejandro Corrigi. He is from Mar del Plata, Argentina. He's in his 3rd season at Tusculum, has 29 career starts at goalkeeper with 10 shutouts and a 1.36 goals against average. He is a member of the Tusculum Athletic Directors and D2 Athletic Directors honor rolls and is majoring in business administration. Ladies and gentlemen, #1, Alejandro Corrigi. Our next senior will be number 3, Pau Perot. Pau is from Miramar, Spain. He is a 4-year starter on defense with 1 goal and 4 assists in 65 career matches. Pau is majoring in chemistry and was named Academic All-District last season. Pau is a member of the SAC Commissioners, Tusculum Athletic Directors, and D2 Athletic Directors honor rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3, Pau Perot. Our next senior is number 5, Clément Dagorn. Clément is from Saint-Brieuc, France. He is a 3-year starter on defense. He has a goal and 4 assists for 6 points in his career. He is majoring in business and is a member of the SAC Commissioners, Tusculum Athletic Directors, and D2 Athletic Directors honor rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, Clément Dagorn. Our next senior is number 7, Paulos Baraki. Paulos is from Nottingham, England. He has played in 6 career matches at Tusculum, making 1 start. He is majoring in sports science. Ladies and gentlemen, number 7, Paulos Baraki. Our next senior, number 8, Fabian Brosch. He is from Tensberg, Norway, as a 4-year starter at midfield, 2 goals and 9 assists in 66 career matches. Fabian was 2nd team All-SAC last season. He is majoring in business and is a member of the SAC Commissioners, Tusculum Athletic Directors, and D2 Athletic Directors honor rolls. Ladies and gentlemen, number 8, Fabian Brosch. Our next senior, number 10, Enrique Devins. He is from Aracruz, Brazil. Enrique is a 2-year starter at forward. He has 16 goals and 6 assists in 33 career appearances. Enrique is majoring in business administration. Ladies and gentlemen, number 10, Enrique Devins. Our next senior is number 14, Luke Murphy. Luke is from Glasgow, Scotland. He is in his 1st season at Tusculum. He has 1 assist in 14 matches this season and is majoring in sport management. Number 14, Luke Murphy. Our next senior, number 15, Soko de Souza. Soko is from Nice, France. He is a 2-year member of the program, has 3 goals and 2 assists in 14 matches this season. He is majoring in marketing. Number 15, Soko de Souza. Next senior, number 25, Georgios Harkousakis. Georgios is from Heraklion, Greece. He is a 4-year starter on defense, a 2-time 2nd team All-South Atlantic Conference selection. He has 6 goals and 5 assists in 65 career matches. Georgios is majoring in business administration. Number 25, Georgios Harkousakis. Our next senior, number 28, Xavier Lamore. He is from Pembroke Pines, Florida. He's in his 1st year at Tusculum and has appeared in 3 matches this season. Xavier is majoring in computer science and business administration. Ladies and gentlemen, number 28, Xavier Lamore. And our final senior this evening, number 30, Nikola Vujicic. He is from Belgrade, Serbia. Niko, it is his 1st year at Tusculum. In 11 matches this season, he has scored 7 goals. He is majoring in business. Ladies and gentlemen, number 30, Niko Vujicic. Congratulations to the senior members of the Tusculum University men's soccer team.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us,
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
with smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
Let's get you to that wedding.
a curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsoncitytoyota.com.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
You're eating hummus? What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Hello, my name is Jacob Fate, and I'm the Dean of the College of Business at Tusculum University. I'm proud to share with you that the programs in the College of Business received accreditation through ACBSP in December of 2018. The Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs accredits business schools and programs worldwide. This accreditation elevates our programs to the top programs worldwide.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Students from 31 states and 15 countries have found a home here. With nearly 60 areas of study, Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit www.tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 to discover the pioneer experience for yourself.
Now starting left way onto the field for this evening.
Ben King, and Bram Carson-Newman. Was I not on at all? Was I good? I'm good, yeah. That's awesome. Hello again from Pioneer Field. For the Pioneers, Pal Pero. It'll be Claymont Dagorn, Arthur Legal, Fabian Prosch for the Pioneers as starter. Edgar Cervantes, Enrique Devon, Soko de Souza, Sander Johansson, Danny Gongora, Georgios Harkusakis, and Sam Gilbert. Senior day here today for the Pioneers on this Wednesday. Early pressure by the Eagles, wearing their Navy uniforms in the orange trim, orange letters, and the Pioneers in the orange uniform with the black shorts, white trim, white letters and numbers. A Pioneer team at 6-6-2, but a late season surge for them, putting them into the upper echelon of the league table. On a chilly night, expecting maybe the S word in the forecast tomorrow night into early Friday snow here in Upper East Tennessee. Johansson, who is getting the start over the last couple of games over the senior Luke Murphy. Up top, the dangerous Devons has moved to this near side, more as an attacking winger at this moment. Cervantes in the middle, Legal and Prosch handling the middle. D'Souza on the right wing. The defense, Gongora and Harkusakis are the center backs. Pero, left back. Dagorn is the right back for the Pioneers, and Gilbert in the pipes. Pioneers trying to keep the ball in play in the offensive third, but the Eagles will play directly over the top. And a good lead pass and a great first touch, but the flag is up on this near side for the offsides against Carson-Newman. Wasting little time, just going direct right through midfield and clearing pressure from their defensive third for the Eagles. Pioneers trying to respond with Devons, but quickly off his line. Karsgaard will secure that one for the Eagles. Magus as they flip it forward and controlled by the Pioneers. Legal in the middle. Pero, Gongora. Magus applies pressure to Pero. Devons. Pero, dangerous spot in the box. Nice ball played across, and Johansson tried the back heel to no avail, then saved by D'Souza, which is played off Carson-Newman for a corner. First real chance for the Pioneers. Johansson just missing the little back heel flick. Well, that would have been a creative attempt. Actually, was a creative attempt. And a deflection, and he just couldn't drag it toward that far post. So the Pioneers will have a corner. It'll be Prosch. And it'll be an outswinger by the senior out of Norway. Harkusakis cannot keep it in play. Dagorn will clear it across the end line for a throw. Good combination play for the Eagles as they look to attack and into space. Magus. And played into the box. Chested down by Harkusakis and over the inline for a corner for the Eagles, who are looking for the handball. I don't know if he was attempting to play it back to Gilbert, but Gilbert did not come off his line. A victory today for the Eagles. What's at stake is their first regular season championship since 2015. It would be their first outright title in a decade. And a team that has won 9 conference championships. Off the corner to the back of the box. Gilbert has to make a save, but the rebound put back over the box. Good pressure by the Eagles on the corner. And a ball played to the back, and Gilbert had to make the save. And standing there, just could not direct it onto goal. was Carlson, again the senior out of Norway. A ball over the inline for a throw for Carson-Newman. Carlson, team leader in goals with 6. Team leader in points is Silva. He has 8. Johansson applying pressure and forcing a turnover at midfield. Pioneers win that first ball. Cervantes, nice little pirouette from midfield. And then a giveaway. Magoo steps in front. Evans. Down the left wing come the Eagles. Another ball into the box on a deflection. Carlson looming. And a foul to be called against Carson-Newman. D'Souza. Johansson, bad first touch. And the Eagles look to organize. Magoo's very involved here very early for the Eagles. Silva, and a good step by Daghorn. D'Souza back to Daghorn, and mishandled it again as Silva steps in and wins it for the Eagles. Nice bit of shielding by Silva. And earning a kick. Already earlier today, LMU has defeated Mars Hill 5-0. Everything else happening this evening: Catawba, Wingate, Coker, and Lenore Ryan. Anderson and Queens. That results will be watched by the Eagles, depending this results. Silva, ambitious attempt, and it was deflected away. Here's Devens. A little start and go, I should say, and then maybe have been stepped on. And good defense by Logan. Devon stays down. And on a very cold night, you might get stepped on. Just that toe, it's going to hurt a lot worse. Sainsbury Logan standing over Devens just to make sure he's okay. They are looking to pass a rule, and I would be for this. Anytime the play is stopped for any type of injury, there should be like a 2-minute box. It's like a penalty box, you know. And if you have the trainer come out, you may not enter for at least a minimum of 2 minutes. A minimum. You already stopped the play here. So Devens, and again, soccer players play with very little padding anywhere, especially around the feet. You have some shin guards. They do very little for the most part. So Devens has to go over to the other side. You may have heard that conversation because that microphone works so good down on the field. With the referee and with Devens. Has to go to the other side. Appears to be getting a lot better even as he walks across the field. But if they pass the rule for soccer, the rule is at least, if that is the case, if there's a stoppage in play, then the player may not re-enter in whatever half it is. And I would be willing to bet and wager that won't pass because that would be too grave of a you're putting too much of the on the official. You're putting too much of the onus on whether or not the player was quote-unquote faking or not as seriously injured or whatever it may be. However people view the game of soccer, that puts too much onus on the referee. But as you see, he's already been waved on. So Devens has already been waved back onto the field, and the rule could have an addendum to it where if somebody leaves, they may not re-enter for a minimum of 2 minutes. I would be in favor of that rule, because I think it would, despite that, would speed the game up. Magoo's with a great get on a bad giveaway by Legal deep in their own territory. But fortunately for the Pioneers, the Eagles' attacking side trips and falls. Trouble for Prosch, and he's still in trouble, and he gives it away. And again, Magoo's has just been everywhere. Looking back for Magoo's in the box with a nice turn, tidy turn in the box. Played into the 6, looking back post and cleared away by Daghorn. Looking for Silva, lurking on that back post. And the Eagles, despite the best scoring chance, I think, by the Pioneers on a deflected ball to Johansson, who tried the back heel flick, the Eagles did have an attempt right at the goal, which was deflected. And Carlson could not nod it back between the pipes and put it over the bar. The two best chances so far in this game. Scoreless, as we've played nearly 10 minutes. Corner by the Eagles. An in-swinger that will be swung in to the side netting. That would be out of play. Tried a driven ball right to the near post. Gilbert was trying to play short, and the Eagles had that covered up. So now maybe everybody should go back and they should play short since the Eagles dropped back in their shape. D'Souza. Oh, good bit of skill here. Great first touch. Giving it back to D'Souza down the right wing. And it's deflected. Will it be saved? No, it'll be a corner for the Eagles. Or pardon me, for the Pioneers, off of Carson-Newman. Looking in for Johansson. Now that one deflected away. After Carson-Newman's loss to the Lenormand Bears, who are preseason #1, they're fighting just to get into the conference tournament right now, the championship. After that loss, they reeled off 4 consecutive wins before losing at Lander. And a nice job punching it away by the Eagles, but it goes right back to D'Souza, who puts it right back into the box. Cervantes directing it over the goal. Karsgargen off his line to deflect it, but right back to D'Souza. So the Eagles then get that loss, suffer the loss to Lander 1-0 on the road, and it started, really the 4-game winning streak started with a win against Queens, so they would own the tiebreaker against Queens should they win, and something drastic on their minds happened today in this one. And then they went to Alabama, Huntsville, at Coker, at Mars Hill, at Lander, and at Catawba. So a tough road stretch for the Eagles. And on that stretch, lost just one time. That was to Lander. They get a double overtime win at Catawba for the road-weary Eagles, who have closed 6 of their last 7 games on the road. You count this as a road contest, but really these players, Carson-Newman, Tusculum, would gladly get into a rental car or something and drive to the game themselves. It's so close. Carlson attempting to flick it on. Danny Gongora steps in front, shows his strength, and still wins possession. Pero. Johansson. Cervantes. Oh, nice job getting free by Cervantes. Little crossover. And then a Cruyff. Looks to the middle, no one attacking, and stepping in front and nodding it away will be the Eagles. And earning a kick, Rick Van Dyke stepped in front. And then a high boot by Legal. Again down this left flank for the Eagles. Daghorn will knock it away from Rick Van Dyke. No score here in this first half. assuming this is Ben King, who's wearing the number 31 instead of the number 44. Another direct ball for Carson-Newman, playing it over the top of everything. Harkusakis keeps it in play. Dagorn, hey, he's dispossessed. Creates an opportunity for Silva. Has Magoo's with him, and he'll loft it into some open space. But Pero will clear it away for the Pioneers. Johansson, and gives it away. Was looking for Prosh. Magoo's. Silva. And again, tried the ambitious long attempt that would have been over 35 yards. It would have made a highlight reel. Dagorn knocking it away. Again down the left wing, looking for Silva, who continues to be very dangerous here early. Carson-Newman a little better at the play here in this first half. A little more pressure in the attacking third. And Tusculum has countered nicely here early. Silva with the giveaway here to Cervantes. Switches the point of the attack. Devins, will he keep it in play? Will not. The second 50-50 ball won by Van Dyke. Carlson up ahead, and they're going to rule him offsides. Last year, Tusculum winning 2 against the Eagles. The second eliminated the Eagles from the postseason in the semifinals of the conference tournament, as the Pioneers were on their way to their 7th conference tournament championship, the most all-time in conference history. 6-time conference champs. You've got the 2013 national runner-up Carson-Newman Eagles. They have 9 NCAA tournament appearances and 9 conference regular season titles. The direct ball looking for Carlson straight ahead was not in position. And Gilbert easily plays that for the Pioneers. And a misplay by Dagorn. And another misplay by the Eagles. So a couple of misplays in just possession. Gongora. A beautiful day here in East Tennessee today. Temperature into the mid-60s. Sunshine, but as the sun has set, it has most definitely cooled things off. Game time temperature at 52 degrees. Well, I'm close, 54. My bad. My bad. It's pretty good. That's a pretty good guess. You can tell sometimes just by the amount of condensation that comes out of people's mouth, you know, the breath. Scoreless here in this first half. After an early surge by the Eagles right off the kickoff, they've had one other really good chance. Gilbert has one save for the Pioneers. Lofting it, looking into the box were the Eagles, and looking for Carlson. And Magoo's has been everywhere. He's been everywhere that I just hope that I'm saying his name correctly. So much so. And a misplay by the Eagles that goes out of play for a Pioneer throw. The Legall flicking initially, and after it goes through a couple of sets of feet, Legall was looking for D'Souza. Dagorn, who goes down in a heap. Johansson, and the overlap, D'Souza. Didn't really have help, and he's going to win a corner. Sam Gilbert, who has moved into 7th in the conference in goals against average and 7th in save percentage after a bit of a rough start again for Gilbert, who is in relief for Alejandro Caridi. Has rebounded nicely to move his way up in the standings individually. Outswinger, dangerous as Karsgargen could not come up with it cleanly. Goes all the way through the box to D'Souza. Still with possession, and he'll try from distance. Rushed it and just missed it completely. Gongora, Devens. He's played on. Devens will put it into the 6th. Another deflection, D'Souza. A little dummy there for Harkusakis, who lets one fly from about 30 yards away. Over the bar. No magic that time. For the man from Greece. Well, I'm definitely mistaken, as Ben King just played it just moments ago. Still trying to figure out who our center back is for the Eagles. Get that figured out shortly. King down this near side. It'll be played back for Gilbert, who must play it away. Devens, does he save it in play? He does. Cervantes somehow wins it back. Look to play D'Souza on the right wing. And they have Prosch running right down the middle. Or pardon me, that's Legal. D'Souza, good little bit of skill. They call that in that circuit the Brazil. You just got Braziled. Where you play it around the defender and run around him and go get it. And of course for D'Souza that makes perfect sense. Even though he's from France. We should call it the France. When he does it, we should call it the France. The Frenchman. Outswinger into the box, and Karsgargen had to make the save off the head of Edgar Cervantes. First true save of the game for the Eagles. King. And misplay. I say the first real save. This will be save number 2 for Karsgargen. And Gilbert with the 1 to this point. Harkusakis mishit that one as King will hit that one away. Pero back to Gongora. The Pioneers reset. Magoo's, though, applying some pressure. Carson-Newman pressing high. Gilbert plays it back for Harkusakis. The Eagles don't want him to get out. And fortunate here for the Pioneers, they do. D'Souza with Legal, and this one played out over the line for a Pioneer throw. Scoreless in the first half. Each team with 2 shots, each team with 2 on target. Pioneers looking to go a little more direct. Very simple scenario here. Carson-Newman wins. They are the outright champs of the conference. Lenore Ryan, a preseason number 1. As a matter of fact, the Eagles weren't even picked in the top 5. They were just outside, I believe, number 6. Of course, that's preseason stuff. Doesn't ever really matter, ever. LR was the preseason pick, and they're actually where Carson-Newman was picked to finish. Somewhat on the outside looking in for this conference tournament. They have not clinched. So a big game for them tonight as the Lenore Ryan Bears have Coker. And it's Coker right now leading LR 2-0. So not sure what's going on with the Bears. Game to watch, Queens and Anderson. It's a lot to do with how this game ends up as well. And right now it's Queens leading that one 1-0. It'll be a corner for the Eagles. Queens dominating the game. They're out shooting Anderson 20-9 already. The game started at 7:30. Wow. "20 shots in the first half for Queens. That's pretty impressive. Queens at 9-5 on the year, 6-3-0. Gilbert has to punch the ball away just in the mouth of the goal. Cleared away. Devins as the Pioneers try to counter. And then Devins was looking for D'Souza. And a nice step by Daghorn, who does keep it in play. D'Souza. Then he is dispossessed, and it leads to a Carson-Newman counter. They already have the pieces in place after that corner. Silva. All the way through the 6. Carlson with the professional foul. A little tug of the jersey. Cervantes, they allowed this one to play on, even though the ball was moving, and looking for Devins, who does keep it in play on that far side, but in doing so, it allowed the defense to catch back up, and Evan Haar will knock that across. Kid from right here in East Tennessee, Bristol, out of Virginia High School. Not often you hear the stateside kids, especially in Division II, in the South Atlantic Conference, but good to see it. Last year of the all-region team, comprising 4 different conferences, 33 players make the team. Of the 33, 32 were internationals. Silva. Haar. Karsgargan. Logan. And there's Greg Evans. Somewhat of a deflection, misplayed. They're in the first half, Wingate and Kitaba. And they're scoreless as they approach halftime. Tusculum a little late start. The women's game did go overtime. The Carson-Newman ladies eliminating Tusculum from the postseason, while also vaulting them up potentially into the number 2 seed in the conference tournament, which gets underway this weekend at home locations. The top seeds get the chance to host. A win for Tusculum today gives them a home berth this Saturday. It would be an evening start, as the football team will kick off at 1:30. If that is the case. Carson-Newman has a lot to say about that because they have a lot to play for as well. The outright conference championship, their first in a decade, is what they're vying for today. Ben King. Physical play. Gongora winning the battle this time against King, and it leads to Cervantes. Cervantes into some space. Nice little play, getting rid of it as they look for D'Souza. And now it looks as if that may have earned a free kick. It is, as Silva knocking and running straight through Legal. Eagles appear in moments to be making the first substitution as well. As Nick Karsh out of Newberg, Oregon, will be stepping on. I bet that's not an easy commute. Of course, you say that, and there's a lot of all these guys from all these surrounding countries. Surrounding, I say, across the big pond. England, Norway, Germany. It's not surrounding anywhere. So Newberg, Oregon seems really close in comparison to that. And the Eagles earning a kick as Rick Van Dyke was taken down by Dagorn. Dagorn shrugging his shoulders. Silva. Van Dyke into the box, and Gongora backing up Harkusakis. And again, looking to switch the point of attack. And Johansson takes a dive. Quick restart by the Pioneers. Devins. Pero saying, hold on, I'll overlap. Devin still dancing. Looking for D'Souza, and it's just won by the Eagles, and it could recreate a counterattack. As it was knocked away momentarily, as Evan Haar looking to run, it was knocked away as well. So the substitutions will check into the game, as mentioned, just the one initially. So Luke Murphy will be in, along with Nikolai Vujicic for the Pioneers. Vujicic has scored in 6 consecutive games. So he and Murphy, a little change of pace. Cervantes, along with Johansson, will exit. For the Eagles, they'll bring in Drew Bridge and Nick Karsh. Bridge out of England. Karsh, the Oregonian. That makes it sound international when you say it like that. Here is Karsh, and this one's how to play. Scoreless inside the final quarter of this first half. Logan, good spin, just to keep the possession. Heard a whole lot from Yoshikashi, who's standing back there right near Murphy. And probably a good thing as he's cleared things away. Logan. Bridge. Carlson was unmarked in the box. As the ball's headed away, here's Karsh. Looking to play it back in. Just could not get his foot on it. Played right back in, though. And finally, Legal just lifting it up. Still won by the Eagles. That second ball right to Karsh in the box. And Gongora just a little bit of a shoulder, potentially, and Karsh goes down. Gongoras waving his finger as if to say, no, no, no. But pressure sustained by the Eagles, and Karsh does well just to get into the box, and just a little bit of a shove. And you always hate when guys put their arms straight up into the air, because that generally means, oops, I did something, you know? Because they're trying to say I didn't do anything, but really, in a sense, you did do something. Could you imagine if that happened in basketball? How many guys would be running around the court with their hands straight up? Oops, I didn't mean to do anything. Good restraint by the official. And something that potentially was there that ultimately became nothing. Coker continuing to lead Lenore Ryan. It's 2-0 there. They've had 3 shots to LR's 13. All 3 shots have been directed on goal and 2 have gone in. Murphy to apply pressure to Karsgargen, who will lift it, and it can't be saved out of play. Bram Karsgargen, who has the best save percentage in the league, 82%. Ranked 16th in the country. Has been tested just 1 time on goal with the save. And it was not the acrobatic save that Sam Gilbert made on his only save so far of the first half, and it was off a corner from about 18 yards away. But he did give up a huge rebound that Carlson's noggin could not direct in between the pipes as he lifted it over the bar. The Eagles switch the point of attack to this right side. They've done so successfully. This to King, Karsh, and tripped up. Devins clipped his heel. Karsh has gone down for the second time. Devins trying to point out where the infraction actually did occur. And he'll be a one-man wall. From this distance, matters very little. Played in by Logan, right to Devins. And a one-touch pass to D'Souza into space. Murphy takes it over. Devins from the left wing, dangerous as Karsgargen comes out. And the offsides flag would and is up. Devins tried to hold up the run, and Karsgargen was quickly off his line. Of course, he's 8'3", so it takes him about 2 strides to get out beyond the box. I exaggerated slightly. 6'7". 6'7", 8'3". In soccer terms, 6'7" means giant. We could just get a shot of Bram down there in the box. Just see how tall. I mean, his head almost hits the bar. Another change of direction. Just changing the attack. Carson-Newman has done a good job. When Tusculum has attempted it, they haven't done so with the greatest of success to this point. But they have looked very dangerous in the counter. Neither team has really sustained a whole lot of pressure. Carson-Newman has had probably the better run of play here in the first half. But both teams have been very dangerous. King off the back of Pero for a throw. Logan. Outside of the foot, looking into the box. Carlson tried the little back heel flick. And the Pioneers will have a go. D'Souza. He'll just go directly to Luke Murphy. First-year senior for the Pioneers. Murph. And the Eagles will clean that up. Evans, who gives it up to Logan. And then looking to the far sideline. Yoshikoshi could not keep it in play. It's too far away from him. So the Pioneers, Legal. And again, that long ball over the top. This will be Devins. Carson-Newman brings 3 defenders near Devins. Ball into the box over the head of Murphy. But a long clear that comes right to Prosh. Misplays this one, and 2 players go, and 1 goes down. 2 go down, and the ball goes out of play. Pero and Karsh. Karsh, who has spent more time on the turf than minutes on the field for this moment to this point, but has been very dangerous here on this left wing for the Eagles. And a ball that's going to be cleared out. Gongora to Harkusakis. The captain scored a goal in the semifinal last year against the Eagles off a corner kick. Harkusakis just a point so far this year on 6 shots, no goals for the senior and the captain. Murphy battling, and the ball will go over the end line for a goal kick. Inside 7 minutes left here in this first half. Scoreless between the Eagles and the Pioneers. 2 shots apiece, 1 on goal apiece, 1 save apiece. Pioneers have 4 corners, Carson-Newman's 3. And to this point, I am grossly losing the yellow card count right now. But it's still very early. Zach, still very early. I don't know what Forsberg tally was, but knowing him, he'd be like more like par, you know, a little more conservative. so maybe 3. Murphy, and they're going to rule him offside. Well, that's a tough call. Devins did not agree. Murphy does not agree. Usually when it's against you, you don't agree. The only way to really tell on that one is if we had a shot right down the line, which we won't have. But Murphy appeared to begin his run as the ball was being played from an onside position, and that's just from the naked eye up here in the box, which is a whole lot more comfortable than it is outside where Chuck Williams is taking a bunch of still photos tonight. Harkusakis away from trouble. Daghorn, that's good play. Into some space and opening things up here for Devins to the left wing. King defending him. They've done a good job against Devins, not allowing him to get too creative. He does get free, looking for Murphy on the back post. The ball is free, and Karsgargen has to make the play. How Devins even saw Legall making that run was brilliant. And he just couldn't put enough direction on that ball to stay in between the pipes. Murphy almost dummied it, and it really allowed the Eagle defenders to just stop. After it went over Murphy's head, they assumed that Karsgargen was back there to clean it up, but there was Legall. Legall vying for his second goal of the year. Pero deflected off Karsh, and then stepping in front was Logan, and Karsh is on. A little more to be desired on the cross attempt there. And Devins dealing with King still on his back. Daghorn looking ahead for D'Souza on the deflected ball. Yoshikoshi will play it to the left wing. And now it's given away. Here's Murphy. He's got D'Souza in an onside position. Driven ball into the box that stays low. Devins, and his shot is deflected off King. Yet to get Vujicic involved. Of course, he's not a guy that really handles the ball. He's more of a guy that just is looming in an area and finishes on mistakes from the opposition in his 6th consecutive. Murphy, great run here. Trying to chip the keeper, which was been very difficult. Karsgargen was well out of the box, and the chip attempt sails wide. Vujicic was on that far post, was hoping for a chance, but Murphy turned, gave it a glance, and really, it was a very good effort. LR continues to trail. Queens and Anderson tied at 1 at the end of the first half, and it's scoreless between Wingate and Catawba. Here it's 0-0 as well. 3 minutes to play to the half. Devins from Harkusakis. And the Pioneers starting to sustain some offensive pressure here at the end of the half. Here's another ball played into the 6 that has to be cleared away. And no midfield presence for the Pioneers, and it's easily taken by Magoo's. And he gets away from Prosch, who went down for the slide attempt. Daghorn steps in front, wins it for the Pioneers, and then gives it away. Good step there on that left wing by Haar. And the ball's out of play off of Haar. Becoming a little more vocal here, but not your typical rivalry where you don't hear some chanting or screaming or yelling. Last year down in Mossy Creek, the atmosphere electric in that one, which the Pioneers were able to win in the regular season and then also in the postseason as well. Devins. Daghorn. D'Souza. Under 2 minutes here in the first half. Vujicic misplayed. Took several photographs in the pregame. Vujicic maybe still dealing from some flash eye strain from early. Karsh, and he'll win a corner. Prosch back to defend it. So the Eagles with their fourth corner coming up. And a big moment here just before the half. So far scoreless. It'll be an in-swinger for the Eagles. To the middle of the 6. And it's knocked away by the Pioneers for the moment. Deflected ball that Murphy has to save and clear off the 18. And that'll be over the end line. So Bridge, who attempted the corner, stays here on this left wing. Here's Murphy. And now the Pioneers, Legall. D'Souza. A ball that's played a little too wide and not directly toward the goal, so D'Souza has to go back, and now a low-driven cross. Cleared away, and Daghorn has it with 10 seconds. One final chance, and Karsgargan will come off the line and make the play. So a first half that will come to an end so far in a scoreless draw. The win for the Eagles today, a lot on the line. It's an outright conference championship. A tie would give them the title as well. They may share it with Queens. And then a loss, a lot determines between that Anderson-Queens game. For the Pioneers, they can't win a conference championship, but they can host a home game of the conference quarterfinal, which would be Saturday, but they must get a win. Right now it's scoreless. We'll have a look around this conference scoreboard when we return, and also your first half statistics. That's when we continue here from Pioneer Field. Stay with us here on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Get clearance prices on new Toyotas.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
Let's get you to that wedding.
a curveball is that much more satisfying
I got the flowers!
when you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsoncitytoyota.com.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
You got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
Hey, you're eating hummus? What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Hello, my name is Jacob Fate, and I'm the Dean of the College of Business at Tusculum University. I'm proud to share with you that the programs in the College of Business received accreditation through ACBSP in December of 2018. The Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs accredits business schools and programs worldwide. This accreditation elevates our programs to the top programs worldwide.
Tusculum University is Tennessee's first university. Established in 1794, Tusculum's beautiful campus is nestled in the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains. Students from 31 states and 15 countries have found a home here. With nearly 60 areas of study, Tusculum can help you pioneer your path to success. Visit www.tusculum.edu or call 423-636-7300 to discover the pioneer experience for yourself.
We are in Granger County, Tennessee, here at Pierce Farms, and the Pierce family has been working with Ingalls for over 30 years. It means a great deal supplying produce as a local farmer. It really touches base knowing that we're just simple people just trying to help, and we love what we do, and Ingalls is a huge part of helping us do it. Farming is who we are, and it's in our blood. God has really blessed us with the sun and the soil to grow the best tomatoes you'll find anywhere. I believe it's really in the soil. So if you're in Granger County, you farm tomatoes, then you're in. Just a great blessing on us to actually farm and be able to farm and to supply tomatoes to people. And Ingalls really cares about family farms like Pierce Farms, and they really care about their customers. We're just glad to be a part of that. God has blessed us with a really great partnership there. They make fresh local produce have real meaning for lots of people. I'm Shane Pierce, and this is my Ingalls story.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves. Our vision, our heart, our drive to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
From the first day, we looked around each other and we said, we gotta go make things happen this year.
It doesn't matter what the score is at the end of the game. You have to go forward.
You have to take the game.
Attacking gets your goals real quick.
Give your best effort every day.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Haley Stouffer with the game-winning goal. The national championship goes to Shippensburg for the third consecutive year.
Valdosta State Division II national champions.
Feeds the post, Hankin scores! They win their first national title!
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
So we welcome you back in here to Pioneer Field, where halftime coming to an end. Elsewhere in the South Atlantic Conference, and again, the stunner continues for the preseason favorite, the Lenorine Bears. They trail at home to Coker by a score of 3-1. LR had drawn to within one in around the 39th minute, but Coker just before the half sneaks in another. They have 5 shots, 4 of them on goal, and 3 have bulged the onion bag. They lead Lenorine by a score of 3-1. Meanwhile, Queens and Anderson, they're into the second half. They're tied at 1, and Wingate has just scored as they lead Catawba 1-0 in South Atlantic Conference action. Earlier today, the Lincoln Memorial University Rail Splitters win as they win 5-0. It's difficult when you don't own one of these things as to how you get all of this stuff on and then off. Clear. Move. Go away. Let's take a look at your first half numbers. Karsgargan and Gilbert each with a save in that first half. Each team with 2 shots. Carson-Newman with 2 shots, and Tusculum finishing with 3 right there at the end of the first half. Each team with 4 corners. And for the rivalry, just 5 complete fouls in the first half. 3 on the Eagles and 2 on the home team Pioneers. Scoreless after 45 minutes of play. As we start the second half, Vujicic is still out there for the Pioneers along with Murphy. Those were the 2 substitutes for the Pioneers in the first half. So will be the same for the Eagles. Karsh along with Bridge stay out for the Eagles, the 2 substitutes for them. They have moved Magoo's into the middle. Looks as if he is playing where Silva was playing. So Silva, who is out of the contest at this moment. D'Souza and Legal. And Legal trying to get a little too cute, but it's one for a throw-in for the Pioneers. Dagorn. Legal trying to switch the point of attack again. It's cleared away by the Eagles. Tusculum has tried that, not very successfully. Karsh taken down by Pero. And again, Karsh, who was taken down quite often in that first half, wins a kick right at midfield. Coach Stephen Lyons. I should point out Stat Boy is in full effect here in this game, being corrected about the conference quarterfinal. If the Pioneers are to win, they would host a quarterfinal game, but it would not be Saturday here at Pioneer Field. It would be 2 o'clock on Sunday here at Pioneer Field. This will go out of play for a goal kick. So 2 o'clock Sunday for that. King joining the attack and looking to cross it in. It's deflected away by Devens. Evans from King back to King. And returning to an onside position, but from an offside position initially was Carlson. And offsides on the Eagles. Pioneer ball. Vujicic looking for Murphy. One in the space. Left footer is over the top. Looking for that magical moment. Timed his run brilliantly. It just got underneath the ball over the bar. First chance here of the second half. You must start the goal kick inside the 6. That has been a rule since rec ball. Even if you went straight to super rec when you started, it was still a rule. I love how they always argue. Come on, ref. And the ref is always like, guys, it's just the rule. Karsgargen. Eagles attack down the right wing. With Prosch back defending, watches it go across the inline. It'll be a Pioneer goal kick. Eagles win possession. Pioneers get it back. Here's Murphy. D'Souza. As he looks to play it into the box. Vujicic was running to the near post, but they'll win a corner. They're at halftime, and Wingate has added another just before the half. In the 45th minute, 2-0 Wingate. Now Wingate, it factors into this whole mix as well as far as the conference champ. And a tiebreaker between Carson-Newman and Wingate cannot be broken at this time because it would be determined based on the seeding. Into the box, and Karsgargen has to make a save off Vujicic's head. Vying for his 7th goal in his 7th game. And he didn't get everything on it. Pero playing it forward towards Devens. Yoshikashi, who scored in that Wingate game, and the game that ended 2-2 on senior night. Yoshikashi, the senior out of Japan. It was a header to open the goal scoring in the 13th minute. Anyway, between Wingate and Carson-Newman, depending on what happens here and what happens with the Bulldogs, they could ultimately end up in a tie in that in the conference table. Gongora, who went in for a bit of a reckless challenge, and that'll be the first booking of the game. Right now, Forsberg is in the lead. It'll be a free kick for the Eagles as Logan stands over. A dangerous spot. Very similar to that of a corner. So if Wingate should hold on to that result, they would have 20 points. If this result stands, the Eagles would have 21 points. Queens, with the win, would have 21 points as well. But Queens and Anderson currently tied into the second half. Into the box, and a great chance for the Eagles. But Bridge just could not direct it on goal. He had the opportunity right in the 6. Drew Bridge, 7th shot of the year, still looking for his first point of the year. And again, a very dangerous free kick from that free spot is played brilliantly by Logan. So if Wingate and Carson-Newman finish with 21 points in the conference, then it will depend on the rest of the results tonight. Pioneers look to counter. Here's Murphy. Yoshikashi defending. Low ball into the box, was looking for Devens. Deflected off Devens, but Logan wins it. Frees pressure. King. Just a direct ball played, won by Gongora on a yellow. And not as aggressive to win the ball back after losing it. Bridge to this near sideline. In swinger, cleared away by Prosch. Murphy will come in on the challenge and win the ball for the Pioneers to D'Souza. Devens lurking behind the defense. Instead, it'll be Dagorn on the overlap. Into the box, Murphy, dummy run, and it goes past Devens as it was just cleared away. Pero, though, cleans it up for the Pioneers. Devens in a dangerous spot and well defended by the Eagles. Logan gets up a bit slowly after that challenge with Devens. But one brilliant move by Devens there puts the Pioneers in prime scoring position. Ball over the top here for Carlson in an onside position. Winning it from Gongora. But he's all alone, no one helping, and he'll clear it over the end line himself. So the result tonight for the Eagles and the Bulldogs, which could have them in as the 1 seed and tie for that title. Murphy looking for Vujicic, but it's deflected away by Yoshikashi. D'Souza gets the inline into the box. Devens with the chance. It gets through and it's in. It may have taken a deflection up top. Karsgargen had it go right under him. It has been Devens' year as he continues to strike for the Pioneers. His 9th goal of the year, and 7 of those coming against conference opposition. Murphy just waiting his time, and D'Souza, again, the magic was created right here on this touch. The dummy by Vujicic to Devens, and again, King standing in front may have just blocked Karsgargen just enough, or it took just a slight deflection before it went in. Either way, Devens with his 9th of the year. He comes in at 5th in the league in scoring. The conference leader has added to his total, as Gano has scored again tonight for Wingate, his 14th. And we'll check for Coker, the goal scorers for them, to see if they have added, and they have. Provenzano has added for his 11th tonight for Coker. Elliott Cutts also has added. So the top 3 goal scorers in the league have all scored tonight. Now make that 4 of the 5. as Devens moves into fourth ahead of Ward of Anderson, who has not scored. He was fourth in the league in scoring, I should say, tied for third with Devens, or pardon me, tied for fourth with Devens. Now Devens in fourth alone with his 9 goals against 7 of them in conference play. So 1-0 Pioneers. Now can they play with the lead when 30 minutes still to play here from Pioneer Field? Pioneers looking for their 3rd consecutive win against their rivals just down the road on US 11E. Devens in the 56th minute with the first goal. Queens has taken the lead against Anderson. It's 2-1 there, so a big change right now between the top of the table as Devens down the left wing. Into the box. Directed by Vujicic right at Karsgargen. Another golden opportunity for the Pioneers, and now the Eagles with the chance to counter. Evans. Maguz plays ahead to Karsh, tackled away by Pero, who again waves to Karsh. Goals by Hornsby and Alvarez for Queens has given them a 2-1 lead, Queens against Anderson. So a win for Queens gives them 21 points. The win for Wingate would only give them 20 points. And if the results stand right now, Queens is the top seed. Well, if that was just misplayed by Pero as he took a bit of a tumble. Silva will come and take the corner. It'll be an in-swinger. In the 6, dangerous, right at Gilbert. Carlson got ahead on it, but right at Gilbert, so both goalkeepers here in the last minute and a half have come up with critical saves for both sides. For Karsgargen, it keeps them in the game. And for Gilbert, it preserves the 1-0 lead. Karsh misplayed it. On that change of direction again for the Pioneers. Intercepted by the Eagles. But Daghorn slides and tackles it away. This one over the end line. Spotted by the assistant referee on this near sideline. 56th minute. Devens from D'Souza to give the Pioneers the lead on a ball that looked like Karsgargen never picked up until it was underneath him into the goal. Silva dealing with Daghorn. Wins it. D'Souza looking directly towards Murphy. Yoshikashi will play it all the way back to Karsgargen. And out of play. Pero, who has been heavily involved here over the last 3 to 4 minutes, is ailing on the play. And he may just be exhausted. As Karsh has been very dangerous down that right wing since entering as a substitute in the first half. And again, was in for Silva for a long time, and now Magoo's is out as Silva has returned to the pitch. Actually, Magoo stays in there as well in the central midfield. So it is Bridge who has exited for the Eagles. So as they stand, let's go through the conference scoreboard right now as it is. Queens is leading 2-1 against Anderson, who took the 1-0 lead on the Royals. LR has gotten one back. They are out shooting Coker 24-5 and 11 shots on goal to Coker's 4, but LR trails 3-2. The importance of that game is that the winner likely is into the conference tournament. The loser is done. And their season ends today. And at halftime still, the Bulldogs leading at Catawba 2-0. As the conference leader, Gatto has scored his 14th of the year. As we return to action. Pero, brief break. And Pero is still not onto the turf, still being assisted under the tent. That's where you need to have a direct line into Nate on the sideline. Hey, man, what's going on? Murphy, first-year senior for the Pioneers, plays it to D'Souza. Legal misplays it. Pioneers did not have numbers up, and now the midfield exposed for the Pioneers. Cervantes back in, and Devin steps up and wins it brilliantly. Playing with just 10, has a go. Cleared away by Karsgargan. Covering up that near post. And the ball will go out of play, and it'll be off of Devins as the referee will give it and award it to Carson-Newman. Pioneers playing with 10 at the moment. And Pero has just been waved back onto the field and is limping noticeably. But wins it here for the Pioneers. But the Eagles get it back. Yoshikashi. And holding it forever is Logan, looking for someone. Silva to this near sideline. Into the box. Dangerous here for Pero, as Evans was lurking on that back post. Right now the Pioneers just hanging on as the Eagles have continued to press. Little back heel. Into the box dangerously for Silva. And cleared away by the Pioneers. D'Souza. Dagorn. Looking for Murphy. Looking for a ball off of Murphy was Kenny Yoshikashi. And the officials award the throw for the Pioneers, who will take a few more seconds off the clock. Nine seniors for this Pioneer team here on Senior Day. Tournament champions from a year ago. Had a lot to replace from last year. Here's Devins. And looking for the handball from the official. Devins pleads his case to the referee. And we play on. Harkusakis. And right now, Carson-Newman with a little bit more urgency. Silva against Dagorn. Referee showed very good restraint tonight, I will say that. Logan says check the ball. We switched the ball. Is that guy down there in shorts? That's crazy. Who is it? Lacrosse. A great ball here into the 6, right at Gilbert. Another ball won by Carlson. Boy, what a force he is up top. And right at Gilbert, standing right in the middle of the pipes. Pioneers cling to a 1-0 lead. Devens giving the Pioneers the lead in the 56th minute. Cervantes, a good bit of skill here. And D'Souza from the right wing. Does he have the step on King? He does not. Actually, it's Evans tracking back, or I should say Har tracking back. Silva gives it away at midfield. Dagorn. Cervantes. D'Souza. Plays it into the box and cleared away for the moment. Cervantes. Left footer. Right at Karsgargen. Makes another save. Game starting to open up. Both teams kind of losing the midfield. I should say more or less the Pioneers losing midfield, as the Eagles have continued to sustain some pressure here in this second half. After the Pioneers won the first half, possession in the attack. Kenny Yoshikashi. Substitute into the game for the Pioneers. Sandoika will check in. And again, this will be just for Pero, who I don't think is 100%. Also into the game for the Eagles. Mateus Maya will check in. Maya out of Brazil, sophomore for the Eagles, seeing his first action of the game along with Sandoika. Arkusaki's winning this one, this time over Carlson, who's so good in the air. But the Eagles win the second ball. And now keep the pressure on this end. Magoo's started at right wing, has moved to the middle of the field for the Eagles. He's played well today. And Silva has the ball go through him out of play. Frustrating for the team's point leader and the conference's top assist getter. The Eagles looking for their 10th conference championship, but they'll have to get 2 in order for that to happen. Well, really 1 to assure that. A beautiful ball here played to Silva over the head of Dagorn, who then wins the challenge. A tie currently would tie the Eagles with Queens. An Eagle loss and then a Queens loss would make it a 3-way tie. If the result holds with Wingate, they lead 2-0. Late challenge by Prosch. Another goal by Coker. They lead the LR Bears 4-2 on 6 shots. They've bulged the onion bag 4 times. LR has 24 shots, out shooting the Cobras 24-6. Some 15 minutes to play in Charlotte. Queens holds the 2-1 lead against Anderson. Cervantes dispossessed, leads to an Eagle counter. Into the game as well is Bill Ardana. Pardon me, Bill Hadem. Man, I don't know if, I think it's age. My eyes aren't 25 years old anymore. I'm going to have binoculars just to read the roster. Too far for Haddam, the Knoxville product out of West High School. Eagles looking to attack right away. Continue to win the ball in the midfield and creating chances. Another ball into the box, cleared away for the moment by Harkusakis, but it's saved, and it's a deflected shot over the pipes. Magoo's had the chance. The Eagles will play short. In the box. Cleared off the near post. It'll be a corner for the Eagles. Continuing to apply pressure. And the ball, I don't know if Gilbert, who is cramping, and the ball off the head sounds more like a brick than it does a soccer ball. And Prosch was down for a moment. Just more on Bill Haddam. Had offers from Shaw and Georgia Southern, Lee, also Tusculum, but chose Carson-Newman. Started his career at Cherokee, by the way, and then finished at West. Here's a ball in the 6th that has to be cleared away once again. Another dangerous ball by the Eagles. Pioneers hanging on with the Eagles applying the pressure. And in comes more fresh legs. And exiting will be Carlson, surprisingly enough. Onto the pitch. Nincho Margarita will check in. D'Souza just looking to play it forward. Pioneers have lost their shape a bit, but the Eagles continue to put immense pressure. Looking forward for Haddam. And Margarita, the two up top for the Eagles. Cervantes. Sandoika. Devins. A missed touch. Har and tackled away by Dagorn, who comes up a bit lame as well. Might have been stepped on inadvertently by Har. Right back into action is Dagorn. Wins another challenge. And D'Souza just clearing it away. Yoshikashi mistouches. Luke Murphy has it go through him. And the Eagles control it. Of course, Murphy would have been 1v4. Logan. Cervantes. And he'll commit a foul at midfield. And Devins will have a word from the official. Eagles wanted the kick or the throw either way. It'll be a kick for the Pioneers. Margarita, University of Jamestown transfer. His second season for the redshirt junior for the Eagles. Standing in front of Gongora's kick. Won by the Eagles, but the second ball won by Devins, who switches the point of the attack. D'Souza will run it down. Won by the Eagles. Knocked away nicely again by Haar. In the final quarter hour. And the offside flag is going to be up on Margarita. Nincho in 3 starts last year, just an assist. That came in the quarterfinal game against Queens last year. At the University of Jamestown, 9 goals, 19 games. Was an all-conference first-teamer and the association's newcomer of the year in 2016. Just onto the field for Carlson here in the final 18 minutes of this one. And Carlson has been so dangerous in the air, so a bit of a surprise to see him go off the pitch. And Soko will earn a kick. D'Souza's dispossessed. And then the foul as Maya wins it away from D'Souza. Evan Haar to put it in play. Silva. Hadem. And looking to play to Silva. Maybe, did it take a deflection? No. Be a goal kick awarded for the Pioneers. Queens continues to lead. It's 2-1. Coker leads LR. It's 4-2. And Wingate leads Catawba 2-0. And if the results stand, Queens will be your conference champion. A tie for second between Carson-Newman and Wingate. To tie for second, and that determination, that tiebreaker cannot be broken. Well, I guess it could be, as the Carson-Newman Eagles have a 2-1 win against Queens. So if Wingate has defeated Queens this year, then that would be continue the tiebreaker. They would go against the teams, the highest seeds left in the conference. Tusculum wins. They'll be the home team on Sunday at 2 o'clock as the number 4 seed. And I think that would be against Anderson, whom they lost to 1-0. Dagorn against Silva. Silva wins this battle for the moment. Still winning it. Still winning it. Oh, a great turn by Dagorn. But it's lost. And now the Eagles, Maya. And Gongora frantically clears it away for a corner. And Dagorn, who has been a warrior, stays down with just under 13 minutes to play. And you can't have him go off the pitch right now. So it will be a corner for the Eagles, who have continuously knocked on the door after giving up the go-ahead goal here in this second half to Enrique Devins, his 9th of the year. In-swinger to the far post. Into the 6. Prosch will clear it away. And a little miscommunication there with Maya, but the Eagles will hold on to it. Legal wins this challenge. Murphy, D'Souza in an offside position. The second yellow for a delay will be given to D'Souza. The Eagles' last conference loss came over a month ago to the Lenorine Bears. They fell 4-2 at home at McCown Field. Unless they've changed that name. Gongora getting tangled up with Margarita. Yeah, Margarita's going to go down. Saw him kind of get clipped. So will they bring Carlson back in? That is the question. Good to see that all my hard work back in the early part of the 90s still paying off in the Carson-Newman record books. Still hanging in there in the top 10 and game winners for a career. I talked to Cav, though, about the assist thing. I think I've fallen out of the assist category. It's unfortunate. Ryan Williams, who was in my wedding, the second all-time leading scorer in Eagle history with 38 goals. Also just ahead of me in game winners for a career. Another foul at midfield. So another dangerous spot on the field for the Eagles. They had a chance at this earlier. And quite honestly, right now, the Pioneers out shooting the Eagles 9-5. 6 of those on goal for the Pioneers. 6th foul. And 2 yellow cards for the match with just 11 minutes to play. In-swinger into the box, cleared away by Murphy. Devins. Logan chases him down. Nice bit of skill there to get through Logan's. Sliding attempt, though. Carlson does return on the ball with Gongora and just can't fight through Gongora. And Carlson goes down in a heap. He's in the box, but Gongora had position on him that particular time. And the referee walks calmly over. Mr. Rogers. Are you looking forward to seeing the movie, the Mr. Rogers? No, you're not looking forward to that? I'm showing my age a little bit. Of course, I've already done that. It'll be a classic. It'll win all the awards. You just watch, Zach. It'll win them all. Murphy. And Saldana, who's wearing 31 tonight, by the way. And not his normal number 3. The 2 center backs for the Eagles. Yoshikashi and Saldana. Vujicic is going to return for Tusculum and come in for Cervantes, who was magical to start this second half. Well, when he came in, he's the one that really kind of set up the play that got D'Souza going and Murphy going to get Devins clear for the go-ahead goal here in this one. 1-0 Tusculum on the Devins 56th minute goal from D'Souza. Devins' 9th of the year. D'Souza with his 3rd assist of the year. This will be a goal kick. Much to the anguish of Talon Silva. Under 9 to play. Carson-Newman ladies defeating Tusculum and knocking them out of the championship tournament. 3-2 in overtime. Karsgargen. Vujicic, who is in there playing up top with Murphy. Again, historical nature. 6 consecutive games with a goal. You got to go back to the 90s last time that happened. Man, Bruno Conceição may have done that in 8 consecutive. One of the all-time greats here at Tusculum as well. In the early part of this century, 2007, 2008. Chance here at M. Back to the top. And Mai will be taken down, and this will be the 3rd booking of the game. All of them against Tusculum, and this is Legal as Maya wins a kick in an extremely dangerous spot. Now stop the clock with 7:53 left. And this will draw a conference from everybody in orange around the official. Devin's having a conversation with Silva. That looks amicable. So from 25 yards away, Carlson standing over it, Silva standing over it, and who will win the conversation between the two? Gilbert right in the middle. Silva will have a go, and it's in. Silva's 5th of the year, and just a low-driven ball right on the whistle from the referee. Right by D'Souza. And then right by Gilbert. Right past the dive. Beautifully placed free kick. And the Eagles have tied it up at 1. Just a wonderful strike. Conference championship hopes still alive now for the Eagles. Vujicic, Yoshikashi will win it back to Karsgarden. Wingate has added a goal. They lead 3-0. Pioneers must win to host on Sunday. A loss or a tie puts them on the road because they would lose the tiebreakers with the teams that would be tied with them with, I believe it would be 17 points, if that's correct. If the results hold, 17 points for the Pioneers is not enough. As Carson-Newman, Queens, Wingate, and Anderson, who is losing to Queens. Actually, it would be enough. A tie would be enough, as Gilbert has to make another save. This game not over, as Magoo's will put this over the bar. The Eagles have continued to put pressure. They win a free kick on the third booking of the game, which gives them their first goal of the game as well. Silva, his 5th of the year. Pioneers looking for late game magic here at home. And Dagorn and Silva and Dagorn go nose to nose. Now we've got people jumping into the fray. Hakusaki's arguing his case for the Pioneers. Now it feels a little bit more like a rivalry. And again, it was a tough challenge by Dagorn. It came through Silva, and then the two exchanged words, and they went nose to nose. And then from there, it was just a bunch of shoving. Karsgargen having a few words with Harkusakis. Karsgargen could probably clear a room pretty quickly. Be my guess. So the officials now will determine. Would assume there would be a couple of bookings here. Tied at 1. And again, the Enrique Devins giving the Pioneers the first lead in the 56th minute. And then just moments ago, it was Silva, his 5th goal. So D'Souza is going to earn a yellow, and if that's the case, it's his 2nd. Was it on D'Souza? And it's on Magoo's. So if it's D'Souza, it's 2 and a send-off. If it's Harkusaki's, it's his 1st. And to be honest, I'm not sure D'Souza took the brunt of a huge shove in that one. And so I don't think that really it should go on D'Souza. If anybody, it should be Dagon. So 5 yellows in the game now. And we're not over. It will go on Dagorn, I believe. Queens has appeared to have knocked off Anderson. So they right now with 21 points. The result right now with the Carson-Newman Eagles, they have 21 points if this result stands. Right now 1-1 here in regulation.
Keep going, keep going.
We'll walk over to the tent and determine who has what, when, where, and why. This is where Nate needs to be mic'd up. Coker closing in on the win against Lenore Ryan. That's the shocker tonight. Coker would give them 15 points. That could put them in. Newberry has played their conference slate. They at 5-5 with 15 points, so a lot to be determined there. Wingate has just added their 4th goal against Catawba. So Magoo's and Dagorn have been issued bookings. Logan back to play. Gilbert off his line, makes the play, and the ball is cleared away as Gilbert losing possession as he came to the turf battling with Carlson. But that's a smart play by Gilbert. He did not allow Carlson to get ahead on it, who has been so dangerous in the air. Carlson will get up slow. The goal leader for the Eagles. Silva with his 5th. Carlson has 6. Eagles with 4 shots on goal here in the game, and 1 has eluded that of Gilbert on the free kick. Second ball will be won by D'Souza on a yellow, and now giveaway, and then right back to the Pioneers, and then right back to the Eagles, and then out of play. Dagorn on the throw for Legal. Into the box for Johansson. Flicks it on to Devins. Left footer blocked away. Magoo's. And Harkusaki's with a hard challenge against Silva. Smart play here by Logan. So impressed with his play tonight for the Eagles. Little change up front for the Eagles, really changing the tempo and the attitude for this team. Has only lost 3 times this year. And still with the better of the play since Devon's goal in the 56th minute. That made it 1-0. Carlson had him to the end line and cleared away for a corner. So the little fracas has brought the student body for the Pioneers onto the brick wall. Colin Hansel at 6'5" is going to check in for this corner and immediately nearly had a chance. It deflects away, and the Pioneers clear it away out of the box and away from pressure. Evans to King, and King has it deflect off the Pioneers for yet another corner. '56th minute, Devon starts on a short corner. This one cleared away by Dagorn. And then in the 83rd minute, Silva equalizes. Shots even at 9 in the box. And they are going to award a free kick just outside of the box. And Sandoika in for Pero, who leaves to injury. Dangerously close to the penalty spot. But another dangerous attempt here for the Eagles. Silva stands over this one as well, along with Logan this time, as they'll put Carlson into the box. Silva. And he was going on target. Logan touches back to Silva. Back to Logan. 2 minutes to play. Pioneers win the ball. And here's Devons. D'Souza. Oh, he mistouches it out of play. Game 1 today went overtime. Extra period. Won by the Eagles. And this ball is misplayed by Hensel. And D'Souza can't get back and win it. Yoshikashi. Magoo's still on it. And he's played solid today. Sandoika up ahead looking for Devons. Devons with the run on the left wing. Into the box behind Johansson. D'Souza waiting. And it's one on the slide by the Pioneers. Legal to D'Souza. The Eagles are back defensively and well organized. And a driven ball by D'Souza was looking for the far post. Hensel. Again, it's 6'5". Just a force in the middle of the field for the Eagles. The substitute just in. Legal again to Devons. And is there any bit of magic left here in the final 30 seconds as the Pioneers will have a throw? Cleared away for the moment, but saved, put right back in. And again cleared by the Eagles with 10 seconds. Can't be saved by Dagorn. And we're destined to a golden goal situation. In regulation, it ends at 1, much like the rest of the stats. 9-9 in shots. Tusculum 6-4 on goal. Karsgargan 5 saves. Gilbert with 3. Eagles with 11 corners and about 5 of them in the final 10 minutes of play. 5 for the Pioneers. Tusculum with 11 fouls, 5 against the Eagles, 4 yellow cards on the Pioneers, and 1 against Carson-Newman, all of them in the second half. So a break here from Pioneer Field, and a golden goal time when we return. Conference championship hanging in the balance outright for the Carson-Newman Eagles when we come back. At the end of regulation, the Pioneers and the Eagles knotted at 1. Golden goal time here from Pioneer Field, Bryan State, and glad to be with you here this evening. Where the Tusculum Pioneers get the lead on Enrique Devon's 9th goal of the year, but the 5th equalizes for Silva. And we play extra time. So the way it's panning out, a tie, this result would put Tusculum here at home. It would give them 17 points ahead of just that of Coker and Anderson, as Anderson loses tonight. So Anderson with 16 points. A loss for Tusculum puts them on the road to Anderson. A win for Carson-Newman gives them the outright title. This result gives them a share of the title. That happened to them in 2015. Their last outright title, 2009. So that's what they're playing for here tonight. Well, they're playing here tonight because, number one, it's on the schedule. 2, it's the huge rivalry with Tusculum. A rivalry in which Tusculum leads 18-12-5. That began in 1990. Should be noted that this guy speaking never lost to the Pioneers. Just going to throw that one out there, too. D'Souza. Is it his time? No. Whiffed. It'll be a throw-in for Carson-Newman. He shot it, and it went out of bounds for a throw. Haddam has stayed in to this second half on the ball now, but won by Gongora. Sandoika has in relief of Pero, one of the 9 seniors, and now Legal will play it out to Dagorn, one of the 9 seniors. Second overtime game here tonight at Pioneer Field. The Lady Eagles victorious in game 1, 3-2, ending the Pioneer season. And now Hakusaki's over the top of Carlson. And a free kick for the Eagles. Well, Carlson has taken a beating tonight. Quickly played, Magoo's. Won by Sandoika. Here's Devens. Magoo's won it for a moment, but Devens back on it. Vujicic tries to change the attack and does. This time successfully to D'Souza. Plays it to Dagorn. Good bit of skill here and stays with it. Devens. Prosh. D'Souza. Oh, a little back heel flick to Dagorn. He goes down. Late flag. And it'll be a free kick. Dagorn has earned one. The equivalent of a corner. So Legal will come over and stand over it for the Pioneers. Legal, the sophomore out of France. Johansson looming at the 18. And Prosh will come join Legal. In-swinger or out-swinger is the question in the first overtime. I think Legal has won the conversation. In-swinger and cleared away. And Gongora will win it for the Pioneers. Dagorn. D'Souza. Silva for the Eagles. And then Dagorn clears it into the practice area. I don't know if you have been on campus lately. It is very difficult to clear anything to the practice area. You know, in baseball, they have what is termed exit velocity now. And that ball had a bunch of exit velocity. I don't know if Dagorn injured himself clearing the ball out of play, but he's going to be lifted out of the game. And he may have taken a knock, earning the free kick earlier. So one of the 9 seniors for the Pioneers will shed the warm-up and check in for Dagorn. And Xavier Lamore out of Pembroke Pines, Florida, the Pfeiffer transfer, will check in at right back for Dagorn. And a physical game for Claymont Dagorn here tonight. Tied at 1, the next one ends it. Legal. Vujicic had it cleared away from him. Saldana back to Karsgargen. That's a good play right there. Good touch by King. Maya, middle of the field. Hadem. Can he save it in play? It should be a goal kick. It looked as if it deflected off Hadem. But they are going to award a corner, the 12th of the game for the Eagles. Silva on an in-swinger. Back post over everybody. Harkusakis will watch it go across the inline for a goal kick. So Coker has defeated LR. I think maybe the shocker of the night. Queens has defeated Anderson. And Wingate well on their way to defeating Catawba. It's 7-0 there. The Coker win, the 4 goals scored are on 7 shots, 6 on goal. LR had 2 goals, 32 shots tonight, 13 on goal. Some days you have that. That's just amazing. And the preseason favorites. Right now out of this tournament as LMU wins earlier today. And Carson-Newman, Carlson just kind of a misstep there. It goes over the inline. 1-1 in the first overtime, under 4 minutes in the first. Next goal ends it. And Vujicic takes a high boot from Logan. Incidental. And Vujicic. Can't be stated enough, this great rivalry between these two. The Pioneers have won each of the last 2. Of course, they played twice last year. Carson-Newman has not won here in Greenville since 2015, that conference winning year. Carson-Newman since, let's even say, South Atlantic Conference play, 6-5-2 against the Pioneers. Crowd mic is really good tonight. Harkusakis puts it in play. Devin splits 2 defenders. Miscommunication on the back line for the Eagles. And one of the more dangerous players in the league on the ball right now. Gets the turn into the box. Is it their time? No. Turned away by Karsgargen. And the corner for the Pioneers. A dangerous moment here in the final 3 minutes of the first overtime. That's the chanting that we've missed through the day. Prush. Cleared away for the moment. Puts it back in, and again cleared away. Not far enough. Harkusaki saves it. And now the Eagles potentially on a counter. Gongora battling with Hadem. Wins the challenge. Well, he's played a strong game tonight. Pioneers are very disorganized. And now Saldana will play it back to Yoshikashi. And again, that switch and that change in direction. Lamour on as the right back working against Silva. And the referee awards Carson-Newman the ball. The referee nor the AR picked up on that. Oh, and a foul. Just outside of the box and a dangerous point of the game as Lamour fouls Silva. Next goal ends it, and the Eagles knocking on the door. Carlson and Logan. And Logan tells Carlson, I need your head in the box. In the final minute of the first OT. Logan puts it over the bar as he had to go from a difficult angle. But Gilbert had it covered. The next time Carlson may not leave the ball. If you're going to take a shot, then I'm going to take the next one. But I like the way Logan has played tonight. He earned that chance. Pioneers play direct in the final 30 seconds of the first overtime. D'Souza has it knocked from him. And a whistle to stop play on a foul against the Pioneers. And the referee stops the clock with 8 seconds to play here in this first overtime. In the great rivalry here of the South Atlantic Conference, tied at 1. Tusculum strikes first. Silva equalizes. Karsgargen is going to take the kick on the last-ditch effort for the Eagles here at the end of the first overtime.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
there is a chance, and deflected away by the Pioneers. The end of the first overtime, as we entered overtime, tied at 1. Another break, and back with the second golden goal frame after this. At the end of the first overtime, Tusculum and Carson-Newman are tied at 1.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you.
It's fine. It'll be okay, okay? Nobody cares about the flowers. Who needs flowers at a wedding?
At Ingalls, we know that the best of plans don't always go according to plan.
My best friend's getting married today and the florist never showed.
That's why we're always there when you need us.
What are their colors?
Purple and cream.
With smiling faces and helping hands.
No one cares. No one cares. You will look great. Flowers are not important. And where is Holly? Have you anyone seen Holly?
And although life will be predictably unpredictable,
let's get you to that wedding.
A curveball is that much more satisfying.
I got the flowers!
When you knock it out of the park.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome!
So when the plan goes out the window and improvisation becomes the order of the day, just remember, that's where the best of memories are made.
All right, they're ready for us.
True story. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Johnson City Toyota is the #1 Toyota dealership in the Tri-Cities because we make buying simple. First, we discount every vehicle every day, and we stand behind what we sell with a lifetime warranty. For more, simply go to johnsoncitytoyota.com.
Family.
Food's here!
So let's start the second overtime. Golden goal. Everything has been decided. Queens right now, as it stands, has put them in as the conference co-champions. The Wingate Bulldogs shutting out Catawba tonight, but they currently sit 1 point back of Queens. Carson-Newman hoping to at least maintain this tie or get the game winner to win the conference title outright. As it is, Carson-Newman and Queens share the title. Wingate is the 3, Tusculum is the 4 as it stands right now. LMU did win tonight to get the 16th point, but if Tusculum gets the 17th, they will be the 4 seed. The 17th point, I should say. So Dagorn is back out, in for Lamour. He exited in that overtime. And the Eagles threaten here to start the second half. And a nice play by Dagorn, and wins the tackle, but another corner. And again, Karsh, who's solid entering in the first half, and the second half was very dangerous in the box, and Dagorn had to be sure on the tackle. Off the foot of Logan, the in-swinger for the Eagles. Well played ball. Gilbert got a fist to it. And then a back heel by Vujicic. Carlson, driven ball, cleared away by the Pioneers. A second 10-minute overtime period. Between these two great rivals. Devens in the 56th minute started the scoring. Answered in the 83rd minute off a free kick by Silva, beating Gilbert. But the Eagles have had the better of the play since that 56th minute goal by Devens. Devens now down the left wing. And that ball has not favored the Pioneers all game. The change of direction. Point of attack. Hadem. Well, he has had speed to burn since entering. But Sandoika in for Paul Pero. Wins it away for the Pioneers, but then plays it out of bounds. So the Eagles maintain the pressure. Hadem. Sandoika comes late. Hadem the substitute. Into the box. Gilbert has to make a play. It's loose in the box, in the 6. Deflected once again away, but right to the top. And this ball missing the target wide. So Ben King had the chance off his left boot. But it goes wide of the target. And the Pioneers avoid a little disaster as well right there. Gilbert. Won by the Eagles. And Dagorn was looking to spring D'Souza. Maya strong on the ball through a couple of challenges. And Legal with the foul. Eagles out shooting the Pioneers 11-10. The Eagles, though, only 4 of those on goal. Karsh. Good touch. Waits for the overlap. This from Har. Har looking for Silva. And this ball played over the inline. Actually, it'll be an offsides. The referee with an offside flag on the far sideline. So the Pioneers actually going to earn possession and avoid the 14th corner by the Eagles of the game. Pioneers attacking. Vujicic, Devens on that left wing. Eagles organized defensively, but this man can make you look unorganized. Devens on a double team. And the ball is deflected away, where the Eagles have been very organized defensively. It's good communication by those two center backs as well. Sandoika to Vujicic, looking in for Johansson. Johansson has appeared to be a little off. Karsgargen does a nice job to keep it in play. At 6'7", that's the only way he does keep it in play. Legal. Heavy pressure as Harkusakis now out of position. And the Pioneer defense must communicate. Dangerous pass just eludes Carlson. Prosch. Vujicic. And was looking for Johansson, who has not had the game I think he would like to have. Had an early chance in this one with the little back heel flick. Other than that, has not won many 50-50 balls up front. D'Souza creates some confusion for the Eagles. D'Souza losing it once and twice and finally cleared away by the back line. Just couldn't get free to let the shot fly. Devens as his defender a bit off balance. D'Souza. A low-driven ball looking for Johansson. And Karsgargen is right there in the mouth of the goal. Under 4 to play in the second overtime. If the results stand, Carson-Newman is co-conference champs with Queens and earns the 1 seed with their win over Queens. And Tusculum is the 4 seed with the 17 points. Carlson winning the ball. Hadam, the substitute, cleared away by the Pioneers. It's been frantic defensive play by Tusculum, but it has so far been effective. Have not given up a goal during the run of play. It was the free kick by Silva and his magic that placed the ball perfectly in the lower 90 from about 25 yards away. Gongora. Vujicic won't win the foot race. Nicely won by Saldana. Magoo's. Maya. Hadem. And a deflection as King was looking to play into the box. Under 3 to play here in this second overtime, tied at 1. Hadem was looking for a foul. Instead, it'll be a goal kick for the Pioneers. Is there any magic left in the home team? They have not been able to generate much in the overtime, nor since the Devons goal. Gilbert. And Johansson just can't win the ball from the Eagles center back, Yoshikashi. King to Hadem. Defended by Sandoika. Played into the box. Harkusakis will clear it away. The Eagles, Logan. Maya into the box and Gilbert off his line. 90 seconds left. .50-50 ball is won by the Eagles, and they've won many of those tonight. But now the Pioneers are dangerous and looking to attack D'Souza. Yoshikashi is in front of him. Played in and off of Yoshikashi. A minute to play. Dagorn dispossessed. Karsh. Magoo's. Tusculum back organized defensively, and a last lunge by Harkusakis clears the ball over the line. Magoo's. Har. Sandoika clears it away. Maya to the outside. This will be King. Prosh. .20 seconds. Maya. Karsh. Last chance for him. Missteps. Dagorn goes down, and then Karsh in front of him will end the game in a sense. So it will end 1-1. Eagles are conference champs. The Pioneers appear to be home for the conference tournament. Enrique Devons in the 56th minute and Silva in the 83rd to equalize for the Eagles. And this great rivalry, the Battle of US 11E. There may be a future date between these two. On senior night, the 9 seniors for this Pioneer team congratulating and recognizing the home crowd here at Pioneer Field. All right, so unofficially, Tusculum will battle Anderson on Sunday. It will be a 2 o'clock start here at Pioneer Field in the quarterfinals of the South Atlantic Conference Tournament. The Carson-Newman Eagles, for the first time since 2015, are conference champions. They were hoping to win it outright for the first time in a decade and done so since 2009. But they do get their 10th regular season championship here tonight. And for third-year head coach Stephen Lyons picking up his first conference title. If there is a date against these two later in the year, it would be in the South Atlantic Conference Tournament. Carson-Newman will be at home. They will be the number 1 seed. And it may be against LMU. Again, that's unofficial. I haven't really had a good chance to look at a lot of the way this breaks down or the way it goes. Carson-Newman is the 1 seed. Queens is the 2 seed. Wingate the 3. Tusculum is the 4. Anderson is the 5. Newberry with the 15 points. So LMU with the 16 points will be the 6, it would appear. Coker wins today with the 15 points. Will be the 7. And it appears as if the LR Bears have done enough to stay in it. However, check your official athletic website for the latest in the conference breakdown as the Carson-Newman Eagles celebrate their conference championship here at Pioneer Field. The Tusculum Pioneers celebrate the fact that they will have a chance to defend their tournament championship, and they'll start here at home in the quarterfinals. Well, tonight, the Carson-Newman ladies in overtime get the win over Tusculum 3-2, and the Carson-Newman Tusculum showdown in the nightcap in 2 overtimes ends 1-1. Thanks to all those behind the scenes here at the Pioneer Sports Network. Your game station engineer tonight was Zach Hartle. All those handling the cameras, not an easy job tonight, out in the elements. Very, very chilly. Thanks to Dom Donnelly, the Assistant Athletic Director for Communications here at Tusculum. Jim Miller, Assistant Director for Communications here at Tusculum University. Jessica Biggers and Nick Forsberg. I'm Brian Staten, and until next time, go Pioneers.